certainly with identity politics, woke culture, cancer culture. I thought that was something that ravaged our nation psychologically, because you had people literally scared they were going to lose their jobs if they pronounced the wrong pronoun, for crying out loud. It got that bad, and I think that's one of the reasons that Donald Trump is in office today, because so much stuff, a lot is focused on the individual as opposed to actual policies itself. I'm talking about what they preached and what they talked to the American people about.
That's ESPN host and outspoken Trump critic StephenASmith making CNN's Jake Tapper visibly uncomfortable as he criticizes the Democratic Party. Smith says the party has forgotten about its supporters and is too focused on extreme progressive ideas instead of real policies. Welcome to NERC News. I'm Johnson. If you need proof that the Democrats have lost their way, here it is. StephenASmith, who has long supported liberal views, is now saying what many Americans have felt for years. The party that once stood for working people is now caught up in identity politics, misleading media, and has lost touch with reality. Now, even major media outlets are bringing frustrated liberals on air to say the things are too afraid to admit themselves.
You realize that if you are an elected official, your real work is with the campaign. Once you get into office, literally you can get away. I'm talking about the nation's capital specifically, not state and local politics, just the nation's capital. You realize that you can literally go on Capitol Hill and all your job is to disagree with the other side. You don't even have to do anything else. Whatever the other side feels, you feel the opposite. That's not work. That's not going across the aisle. That's not maneuvering your way through the terrain, through the political terrain, and really negotiating on behalf of your constituency and the American people. All we're doing is engaging in acrimony and hate. And as a result, the American citizens are suffering. So when I look at it from that standpoint, and I think the kind of impact that I could have as a centrist, as a moderate, as somebody who believes in being sensical and engaging in common sense, unfortunately, I believe that if I did take this very, very seriously and I moved forward and I decided that I wanted to be a politician, do I believe I could win? You're damn right. But it's by default. It's not because I'm the most qualified candidate in the world. It's because of the state of our politics in the nation's capital, the politicians that we're looking at, and the fact that we don't believe for 1 second that they are serving the interest of the American people, nor are they interested in it. People look at me and they know one thing. I would be interested in serving the American people and doing what's in the best interest of this country. That means you, that means me, that means the black community, the Hispanic community, the white community, everybody. Because if all of us are rife with chaos, all that's going to lead to is America's destruction. And why would we want to be a part of that? So again, I'm not qualified. There are plenty of people that are qualified, more qualified to be at practically everybody. But are you going to win? And are you going to be committed to doing what's in the best interest of America? I know I'm that kind of person. That much I will say for myself. I'm not interested in division. I'm interested in galvanizing. That's what I'm about. That's what I try to be about. And sometimes you do that by calling it like you see it. And that's certainly something that I have proven I would do. I'd call it like I see it.
When Stephen A. said that politicians mostly just argue the other side, he perfectly described what's wrong in Washington. It's all about putting on a show, not actually getting things done. Yes, both parties do this, but let's be honest, the Democrats have taken it to another level. Instead of fixing real problems, they focus on catchy slogans and attacking the other side. That's why so many people are frustrated, and why the political system is starting to fall apart. What's even more ironic is that media figures like Jake Tapper helped build this system. Now they have to sit there awkwardly while their own guests criticize the very thing they use to defend.
What are some of the things that Democrats have been doing that have turned you off and that make you say the party needs to be purged? Who needs to be purged from it, first of all? Do you have any names?
Well, I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to do that to a lot of people. But we know who the extreme left is. We know how they go about operating. We know what we lean towards when it came to open borders. We know that the spending was excessive, even though it's excessive on the Republican side as well. I think a $37 trillion budget. When Republicans try to act like it's just the Democrats, that's not true. But the Democrats certainly shouldn't be absolved from blame in that regard. I'm talking about what they preached and what they talked to the American people about. more so than what they're doing. The kind of messages that they were disseminating was incredibly uncomfortable to listen to and to hear, and I thought that it wasn't emblematic of what most Americans are thinking about. They're trying to pay their mortgages, rent, buy food and groceries, pay gas, and deal with the prices, the cost of living. And they want safety in the streets. That's primarily what most American citizens are about, trying to live in peace and harmony. And that's not something that I think either side has promoted along the way. And that's why I think the state of the nation is what it is at this particular moment in time.
I don't agree with StephenASmith on everything, but he's definitely right about this. The culture of fear that the left has pushed since Obama's time isn't true liberalism. It's more like control. And because of that, millions of people have left the Democratic Party and supported Trump instead. Democrats used to focus on real issues like jobs and wages. Now they care more about using the right words and promoting extreme ideas. Like Smith said, they care more about emotions than actual policies. What's funny is that Jake Tapper, since they're like this is all new to him, even though people like him helped create this problem in the first place. It's almost a joke. But hey, welcome to reality, Jake. Your party lost its way. And now people are finally noticing. What do you think? Is Stephen A. right? Did Democrats lose support because of extreme politics and biased media? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching. This has been News.